Hello everyone. Welcome to one more video of creating dynamic controls in HTML. In the previous two videos, I showed you how to create dynamic text box and dynamic radio buttons, right? Same concept we are going to carry on in this video as well. So we're going to add in checkboxes. So you may decide on adding two checkboxes or three checkboxes. Say, for example, you want to create a group of checkboxes for hobbies. So we'll stick to two checkboxes so that our code doesn't become very long. So first things first, we need to create a pointer to the what is that? The div tag, and we have given it the name ID main. So I'm going to get it. So in the brackets, we're going to put in the name of the ID we are referring to. So that's the main. So now I know div is called as A in my JavaScript program. So next thing, we're going to create those checkboxes and it would be inside the document, obviously. So we're going to create these elements, right? So that's the input. And then what we're going to do, we're going to define its properties called as attributes. So that would be b dot set attribute. So first thing, we're going to say that it's going to be of the type checkbox. So now this code should look a bit familiar if you have followed the previous videos. Next thing we do is to give it a name. So let us call it chk1, and then you can go ahead and give it some value, and maybe the check property can be set to true or false. Disabled can be set to true or false, right? So that can be done. So we're done with the first one. Let me add one more to this. So we should be having two checkboxes for now. So that's my second checkbox. We're going to call it as chk2. Now we will need two texts to be added. Now one option is we can go ahead and create labels. Another option is I can use some container tag like span. Another option can be I can insert elements like bold or italics if I want to give some kind of a styling to the label that is associated with checkboxes. And if not, the simplest of option would be I would use the append method and go ahead and do this. So to the main, what was main? The div tag. So to the main, I'm going to append in sequence. The first thing is what are we going to project here? So these are the hobbies. So that's going to be my main caption. And then what do I want next? I want the checkbox to come next. After that, I want to show, okay, that's the read or reading hobby. So I'm going to put in with a space so that there is a little space there. Okay. So that's in B1, right? Not B. So next I'm going to have the second checkbox displayed. And finally, with the second checkbox, I'm going to show writing. That should complete our code. Let's see how it goes. So right, I'm getting the code here. We can go ahead and see how it looks. So you can actually see in the div tag, I'm getting the text hobbies and then input chk1, then reading, then chk2, and then writing. Okay, so this is how it looks. And you can go ahead and write the rest of the code here between these two selections, where actually you can fetch the value of chk1 and 2, whether it is selected or not selected. You want to uncheck the checkbox. So you want to do something based on the checkboxes that are created. For example, you might have created two checkboxes for two different operations, and you have input collected through text boxes. So based on the selection you have done with the checkboxes, you can do some manipulation with the text boxes, right? So you can go ahead a step further and you can try these out. But for now, we would stop here. See you in the next one.